rise out of my seat now and get straight over to Wetin has concerned Musah. That's what they put here. Wetin concern Musah. As a gentleman who has been watching our show, and he was watching on the day I did the editorial with the video from Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo, if you remember, and he wrote something. But what's he concern Musah tonight? Manasseh Azure says that he is telling the world the time that the investigation of SML began. Kisi Ajabe is telling him that, hold it, my brother, hold it. Don't think too much of yourself. Don't exaggerate who you are. Don't exaggerate it. Hold it. The fact that you supported us at some part of the investigation, it doesn't mean that that's the time we started. But that's a quarrel between the two honorable gentlemen. Manasseh here says that, Kisi, you didn't start the investigation early at all. You didn't start it early. You started it by November. You hadn't started. Kisi is saying that, how would you even know? You are not a member of our organization. You are not a staff here. You are an important interlocutor that we talk to. You are a person of interest that we speak to. How do you know do we come and tell you when we started? It's the investigator who would know that I began this investigation in January. The investigator can begin the investigation in January. He won't tell anybody. He just will tell his boss. So I don't know how that matter will be resolved. I can't wait for the Saturday programs, the TV3 program and the news file. I can't wait for those programs to come on Saturday to try and resolve this matter. Samson Ladi, good evening to you. Are you there? How are you doing? So this is what it is. Manasseh said, OSP did not request stop list for Ken Oforiatta and Ernest Akori. But how does he know that? I'm not saying he knows or he doesn't know, but how does he know? And I don't know whether he can say this because Manasseh must come out and say that I have sent an RTI to the airport. I have sent an RTI, and mind you, Akufo-Addo gave Manasseh RTI so that he can make his work faster and better. You know, Akufo-Addo, the MPP president, he gave Manasseh the RTI. Nobody did it. RTI started from John Ajekum Kufuor. Unfortunately, the big man was not able to pass it. It came to Professor Mills, he didn't pass it. It came to John Mahama, he didn't pass it. It came to Akufo-Addo, he passed it. So now we have a Right to Information Act. And so based on that, Manasseh is one of the biggest users of the arts. If you use RTI more than Manasseh and Suleiman Brahma, then you are a Barcelona fan tonight. The two of them use RTI more than anyone else. Manasseh and Suleiman Brahma, RTI. Akufo-Addo made it for them. They should be happy to congratulate Minister Opon Nkrumah, because I remember how Opon Nkrumah, as Deputy Minister for Information and as Minister for Information, was championing this RTI. I've met him at Jubilee House several times, quarreling with all the people that you guys, you have to pass this thing. This thing you are telling the president, you have to pass it. Opon Nkrumah was fighting for this. I remember. So Manasseh, if you have Thanksgiving and gratitude, please go and look for Minister Opon Nkrumah. Christmas is coming. He has a constituency in Ofuasia Irebi. Buy him goats, 16 goats and something, and I'm going to give it to him. Because as a result of Opon Nkrumah championing this MPP-led Freedom of Information Act, which makes Ghana a very modern society and which is a major step towards anti-corruption. It was Akufo-Addo that passed it, you see. So Manasseh benefits from it. So Manasseh comes and says that Kisi Ajabe did not request stop list for Oforiatta. I'm not saying, I don't know whether what he's saying is true or it's not true, but I'm saying you cannot just say it like that. He has to back it with something. He has to say that I have used RTI to access information from customs, immigration people. I have accessed information from national security. I have accessed information from the Ghana Air Force. And all of them say that. Nothing like that happened. It's only then that you can say that. But if Kisi Ajabe is asking to stop Mr. X and Mr. Y, is he going to tell Manasseh? I don't know. But as they say, what's he concern Musah? Then Kisi Ajabe too says that you, Manasseh, your commentary appears to reflect a dissatisfaction with the successful criminal investigation that has already led to the filing of 78 criminal charges and the cancellation of SML contracts. Kisi Ajabe, special prosecutor, to Manasseh Azure. I should have told my producer, I forgot. I don't know whether you can find it. At the tail end of Kisi's press conference the other day, he thanked Manasseh Azure. He mentioned his name and said, Manasseh, thank you very much for doing this investigation. So you would have thought that as far as the SML investigation is concerned, the two of them are friends, bedfellows and twins. But now Kisi comes and says, but Manasseh, I don't understand you. We have done this investigation. We have filed 78 charges. It looks like you are not happy with something. What are you not happy about? How else do you want an investigation authority to do? They have filed 78 charges. Kisi is suggesting to Manasseh that Manasseh is full of himself. He thinks that because somebody was in charge, Manasseh started complaining, you remember, that, what do you call it? Edusei, the SML guy, nice man, that Edusei has not been charged, and Manasseh was worried. Some lawyers also analyzed that Kisi didn't charge the SML person, but SML itself was charged. SML is already in court. They are fighting Kisi on all fronts. They are in Shiraj. They are fighting. They are already in court. So SML as a company has been charged. I'm guessing, and I think Manasseh mentioned it, that he wasn't happy that Edusei, the man himself, they didn't hold his hand. He wants Edusei's hand held, and I think Kisi Ajami is saying that we don't do that. We have done our work. And they have done, they said they have filed 78 charges. So Kisi is being sarcastic over here. He's asking Manasseh that, how can you be dissatisfied with such an investigation that has led to the president cancelling SML contract? How can you be dissatisfied with it? Very interesting. What do? We just sit back and watch. We don't have anything to do. So as they say, give me what you concern, Musah, let me end with it. As they say, and I think a lot more is going to come, a whole lot more is going to come on this matter. About the court case, why some judge has to be replaced, what is the judge's relationship with another, for which reason she has to be replaced, what is her relationship with another, for which reason she is unsuitable to umpire a matter that involves the office of the special prosecutor, what is the judge's relationship with another, for which reason, all kinds of things. No, I'll show them this yet. It will come. You leave this one. It will come. We are delving into it in some sufficient detail so that we don't come and just talk. We can come and say this and that. So all of those things are there. But all what is happening, whether Manasseh is right, whether it's Kisi Ajami is right, for us here, Wetin concerned Musah. We are doing our work. Hallelujah be to the rest. What do they say in the people who pray in the morning? The Nigerian man who came here recently, they say, what God can do, nobody can do, or something like that. Something. What exists, only God can do it. So they have something they say. What God can do. Please, viewers, those of you know it, send a text message to my phone. The people, Azure, not the footballer. There's a footballer who plays Azure, who scored a lot of goals at the weekend. Not him. Jerry Azure, he says, what God can do, only he can do. What God cannot do, what God cannot do does not exist, or something like that. Something like that. So when you write Wetin concern Musah, then you add that one. What God can do, only God can do, those things. You can add it, and then we move on, yeah?